Hi viewers, I am JK Gupta. Today I am going to start the numerical section of motion in one dimension. You will like to know that I am going to discuss the previous year question of JEE Mains and JEE Advanced and the question that has been asked recently in JEE Mains. So without wasting any time, I am going to start the first numericals in motion in one dimension that has been asked in 29th July of this year. The question is, a ball is released from a height h if t1 and t2 be the time required to complete the first half and the second half of the distance, then choose the correct relation between t1 and t2. The options are: the ball is thrown from a height h. It takes t1 time to reach h by 2 height. After it takes t2 time to reach h by 2 distance. In the first half, initial velocity is 0. Using this relation, we can find minus h by 2 equal to 0 into t1 minus half g t1 square. Minus gets cancel out, 2 get cancel out, we get h equal to g t1 square. So we start with h by 2, but we find h, the total height, in terms of t1. This line indicates or direct us to find the total height using t1 and t2. So we can find the relation between t1 and t2. Why? Because if we substitute this h by t1 and t2, because this here in the right hand side we have t1, if we get the relation involving t1 and t2 over here, by replacing h, we can create this kind of relation between t1 and t2. So we start with h by 2, we find h, and in the right hand side there is t1. If we find a relation of total height in terms of t1 plus t2, we can get a relation between t1 and t2. So total height, the ball takes t1 plus t2 time. Using this information, we can find the maximum height again. Minus h equal to u 0 into t1 minus t2, sorry, t1 plus t2 minus half g t1 minus, sorry, t1 plus t2 whole square. So h equal to half g t1 plus t2 whole square. So we find h in terms of t1 plus t2. If we put over here, we can get a relation between t1 and t2. So using these two relation, we can find half g t1 plus t2 equal to g t1 square. G get cancel out. This 2 will come over here. If we square root both sides, we'll get t1 plus t2 equal to root 2 t1. So t2 equal to root over 2 minus 1 t1. This is the relation, and option number C is the correct option. So the main theme is, we start with h by 2, we find h, we asked ourselves a question: can we get the expression of h in terms of t1 and t2? So we substitute the value of h over here to find the relation given in the options. Next question, question number 2, that has been asked 29th July in the evening shift, that was in morning shift. A juggler throws ball vertically upwards. That means a juggler throws a ball vertically upwards with same initial velocity in the air. That means he is going to throw multiple balls and the initial velocity in each case will be same. When the first ball reaches the maximum height, he throws the next ball. Okay. When the ball reaches the maximum height, he throws the next ball. Assume that the juggler throws n ball per second. This is a very important thing. 29 July 2022, evening shift. There is option. A juggler throws a ball. When it reaches the maximum height, it throws the second ball. And the question tells us he throws n number of balls. He throws n number of ball in 1 second. Point to be noted. So it is very much clear that if he throws multiple balls in 1 second, that means a ball takes less than 1 second time to reaches the maximum height. So we can find n ball takes 1 second. Using unitary method, 1 ball takes 1 by n second to reach the maximum height, h max. After this time interval, he will throw the next ball with the same initial velocity. So the juggler throws another ball. When the first ball reaches the maximum height, this is the second ball with same initial velocity. They have asked the height, h max. Okay. Can we find the time? Can we find the time? Yes. At the maximum height, v will be 0. Initial velocity will be something. So v equal to u minus gt. Final velocity is 0. So the time will be t equal to u by g. This is the time taken by the first ball to reaches the maximum height, and here this is the time interval for a ball to reach the maximum height. So these two times are equal. Then we can simply write 1 by n equal to u by g implies g by n equal to u. So using the time relation, we can find the initial velocity. The maximum height, the formula of maximum height, h equal to u square by 2g. h max equal to u square by 2g. You can derive the expression using this formula, v square equal to u square minus 2g h max. Simply put v square equal to 0, you can find this expression. Now we can substitute the value of u over here. H equal to g square by n square by 2g. g will cancel out. So g by 2n square is the answer. And the last option is our correct option. Very simple. The line was given, he throws n balls, and from this line we observe that if he throws multiple balls in 1 second, it will take less than 1 second to reach a ball to its maximum height. Using unitary method, we can find the time. Similarly, using the concept of linear motion, we can also find the time. We simply equate these two relations to find the initial velocity, because in this case the expression of h is independent of u. So we replace the value of u over here and we get the relation. You can observe that u and g are the main variables or the main alphabets over here to find h max, and in the option there is no u. This is the indication, that's why we find the initial velocity u equal to g by n. Question: t equal to root over x plus 4, then find dx by dt at t equal to 4. Very simple question. Question number 3. It was asked in 29th July in the evening session. 29th July 2022. Very simple question was asked, t equal to root over x plus 4. We have to find dx by dt. This is an expression in terms of t, but our derivative tell us we have to find the expression of x in terms of t, because we are going to differentiate x with respect to t, so we need an expression of x in terms of t. Both side in terms of t, done. Dx by dt 2t minus 4 dx by dt. At t equal to 4, what we have to do? Simply put the value of t over here. 4 minus 4, that is 0. Dx by dt, that is the velocity. Dx by dt is the velocity of the particle at t equal to 4 is 0. Very simple question. Next question. A ball is thrown up vertically with a certain velocity so that it reaches the maximum height h. Find the ratio of the time in which it is at height h by 3 while going up and coming down respectively. Very interesting question, was asked in 29 July in the morning section. Again, 29th July 2022. That means these are the current question we are going to discuss. Question number 4. That means a ball was thrown with the initial velocity u. It reaches the maximum height h. But we have to find the time when the ball was h by 3. Let us consider this is t1 and h by 3 and the time was t2. When this line is given, with the initial velocity the ball reaches the maximum height, we can find the expression of u, because the initial velocity is very crucial, because with this velocity we throw the ball. If the ball was thrown with u, we do not know, but we know that at maximum height v equal to 0. Using this relation, we can find v square equal to u square minus 2gh or small h. u0, so u equal to root over 2gh. You can memorize this expression of u equal to root over 2gh. Fine. We have to find two times, t1 and t2. If we construct a quadratic equation of time, the roots can be t1 and t2, because t1 or t2 are the timing in a single interval. That means in a single equation we can get t1 and t2 as a root if we construct an equation in terms of time. So if we look the equation s is equal to ut plus half at square, in this equation if we consider time as a variable, it is a quadratic equation. If we able to solve this quadratic equation, we'll find two roots and we consider t1 and t2 as the time. So t1, each cases the ball was thrown h by 3. Initial velocity was 2gh into t. This t have two roots, that is t1 and t2, half g t square. If we move this expression over here, half g t square minus root over 2gh into t plus h by 3 equal to 0. Here t equal to minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac. This is b minus of minus 2gh plus minus root over b square. Again, if we square this, we will get 2gh minus 4a. What is a? That is g by 2 into c, h by 3 by 2a. 2 cancel out. 2 cancel out. we'll get t equal to root over 2gh plus or minus root over if we take common of 2gh 1 minus 2 by 3 1 minus 2 by 3 equal to g divided by g, then root over 2gh 1 plus minus root over t minus 2 by 3 by g root 2gh 1 plus and minus 1 by root 3 I have done a mistake. Here will be 1. That will be 2 by root 3. Root 2 by root 3 g. That t1 equal to root over 2gh 1 plus root 2 by root 3 by g, and t2 in the opposite sign root 2gh 1 minus root 2 by root 3 by g. We have to find the ratio. Simply divide this two expression. Simply divide these two expression. We will get t1 by t2. g get cancel out. Root over 2gh cancel out. t1 by t2 equal to root 3 plus root 2 divided by root 3, root 3 minus root 2 divided by root 3, root 3 cancel out, root 3 plus root 2, root 3 minus root 2 is the ratio. Let me see. Option B. Actually, the option B is root 3 minus 1. Root 3 minus root 2. Okay, we are not bounded to find t1 is to t2. They have asked the ratio of time. The ratio of time will be like this also. t2 by t1 root 3 minus root 2 by root 3 plus root 2. If we think very minutely, they do not ask us to find the ratio t1 is to t2 or t2 is to t1. They simply asked find the ratio. The find the ratio can be t1 by t2 or t2 by t1. We find t2 by t1 is the appropriate thing and it will match with the option B. Moving in the next question. A time t equal to 0, a particle start traveling from a height 7 j cap centimeter in a plane, keeping j coordinate constant. Question, tell us, at any instance of time, its position along x axis and y axis are 3t and 5t square. At t equal to 1, acceleration of the particle will be, 4 options are given. At any instance in the question, x equal to 3t and y equal to 5t square and z equal to 7z. This is constant. These are the coordinates of the point at any instance. So 3t x cap plus 5t square y cap plus 7z cap. So we have to find the velocity first, dx by dt. Differentiating both sides with respect to time, we'll find the velocity. So the differentiation of time t with respect to t is 1, 3 into 1 x cap. T t is 5 to the 10 t y cap, and this is 0. Again we'll differentiate dv by dt, we'll get the acceleration. This will be 0 plus 10 y cap. Okay, I think I've done something wrong. Y equal to t cube is given, sorry. So 15 t square. After differentiating this, we'll get 30t y cap. So the acceleration is 30t y cap. If you put t equal to 1, because they have asked the acceleration at t equal to 1, at t equal to 1, we simply put the value, we'll get 30 y cap. Option B is the correct answer. Question number 5, a NCC parade is going at a uniform speed of 9 km per hour under a mango tree on which a monkey is sitting at a height of 19.6 meter. That means a parade is going on and a monkey is at a height 19.6 meter. Okay, monkey, okay, he got mango. Okay, he got mango in his hand and parade is going on with a uniform velocity. Parade is going on 9 km per hour. Okay, we'll convert this into meter per second. 9 into 5 by 18, that is 2.5 meter per second. We can also use 5 by 2 meter per second. Okay. At any particular instance, the monkey drops a mango. A cadre will receive the mango, whose distance will be from the tree. Okay. The question is, he dropped the mango, and one of the people will get the mango, and we have to find the distance between the people, one people to the mango. That means when the mango falls, let us consider there is a one man participate in NCC. What will be the distance between them? They are also moving with a uniform velocity, and he throws a ball, throws a mango. So what will be the time to reach the ground? For the monkey, the initial velocity u equal to 0, h equal to 19.6. So s is equal to so minus 19.6 equal to half 9.8 into t square. Minus minus cancel out. This is 2. This is t square equal to 4, implies t equal to 2 seconds. Okay, t equal to 2 seconds. So what will be the distance covered? If he are 2 seconds apart from the mango, from this mango, so what will be the distance? Simply we can find using s is equal to vt, because there is no acceleration. Velocity is 2.5 into 2, that means 5 meter. That means when he drop, he covers the 5 meter and he takes the mango. Very simple question. So question number 6, a bullet is shot vertically downwards with an initial velocity 100 meter per second from a certain height. Within 10 seconds, the bullet comes to rest due to perfectly inelastic collision. The Vt curve for the motion will be, there are 4 graphs in the option. We have to select the correct graph. This was asked in 27th July 2022. So a bullet is fired at a certain height. It come to rest. That means V equal to 0 in 10 seconds. Okay, it come into rest in 10 seconds. Options are A, B, C and D. These are the 4 graphs we have to find. So what is 100? 100 is the initial velocity. Now what will be the sign for the initial velocity? Downwards. The velocity is acting downwards. That means the initial velocity will be minus in sign. So 100 in minus is correct. This is wrong. These are correct. So initial velocity is 200. It is totally wrong. At t equal to 0, the initial velocity is 200. This is totally completely wrong. So option A and C, I find this at t equal to 0, the initial velocity was 100 meter per second. In t equal to 0, it is 0. After 10 seconds, it comes to rest. This was not the question. The bullet was fired with the initial velocity 100 meter per second. So at t equal to 0, the velocity will be 100. So the initial velocity is 100 and negative in sign in this graph. And it indicates that after 10 seconds, it hits the ground with 200 meter per second. We can calculate this. In initial velocity u equal to 100 meter per second. After 10 seconds, what will be the velocity? This is the final velocity before coming to rest. Just before. Initial velocity is 100. The gravity is not. Consider this as 10. Okay, minus 100 meter per second and minus 100 into 10 second. So minus 100, sorry, gravity is 10 and time is 10, and the multiplication will be 100 minus 200. So minus 200 is the final velocity before touching the ground. This, after that, it come to rest due to the perfectly inelastic collision. So in this numerical that was asked in 27 July this year, we do not need to perform any kind of rough work because we can simply use our instinct to find the graph. What we use, initial velocity was 100 and it was acting downwards, so the velocity should be minus 100. So the first option is minus 100, second option is minus 100. In this case, the initial velocity is 200. They are indicating that this velocity is 200 initially. Wrong, totally wrong. Option C and option A was our last resort. If we compare this, what we observe, at t equal to 0, the velocity was 0. After 10 seconds, it come into 100 meter per second. It was totally wrong because the initial velocity was 100 minus in sign at t equal to 0, because when we fire gun, the initial velocity should be there. After some time, it will gain some velocity. Using this formula, we can find the final velocity before touching the ground. After that, it will come into rest, v equal to 0. So before touching the ground, the initial velocity was minus 100. Acceleration was minus 10 into time 10 seconds. This gives us 200 meter per second. Minus in sign, minus 200 meter per second. After that, it come into rest. So in this video, we have discussed this very important question that was asked in JEE examination. So wait for the next video. We'll discuss more important question related to this chapter.